Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Well, I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
Hello, welcome back to A Boring Revolution, your number one news source for everything in regards to The Boring Company. So, we have an excellent article here. I think it covers quite a lot of key points, so I thought today's video would focus on this article and maybe just highlighting a few interesting pieces of information and then adding to them what I know. So I'll link the article below, and also I'll play an audio playback of the article at the end, so from about the 9-minute mark of this video. So you may have seen me use this particular illustration on a few of my videos. They do actually update this particular map every sort of 4 to 6 months. So if you go on the Boring Company website, you will see an update to this map every so often. And that's kind of how I learn about new stations and new lines. Although the number of lines has basically kind of stagnated since last year, but they keep adding new stations, and it's fascinating to watch. As you can see, the line in orange is where I've been focusing my attention. So you can see that we're starting at the LVCC Central up there in the middle of the screen and working our way down to Paradise Road and what will later link into Airport Centre. This map in itself is a bit of a clusterfuck because there are, I believe, 104 stations on here. And 68 miles of route map, or route, tunnel route, and yeah, it's hard to understand if you don't really know Las Vegas and you've not got grey eyes. But based on this article, which I'm going to talk about now, I'll kind of elaborate a bit further. So Vegas Loop expansion could include Allegiant Stadium downtown. We already knew that. We knew that 2 years ago. What is in this article that is interesting? I will play the full article at the end. So the Vegas Loop began operating between various exhibit halls in 2021. So it's been over 4 years now since really this company has been operating, but really they've been in the background for at least 6 years, maybe 7 years. This was a very, very interesting point. One of the main hold-ups in getting the latest stations opened had to do with fire safety, Hill said. Boring Co., the LVCVA and the Clark County officials have worked to come with the best path forward to allow for further expansion. So they were concerned about fires in the tunnel, in the stations, causing injuries and deaths. Now, we know based on the operational track record of the Boring Company, there have been 0 fire deaths, 0 fire injuries, and 0 incidents involving fires within Boring Company tunnels. So the fact that they've been operating since 2021 and there have been 0 incidents really gives you a lot of confidence that this system is extremely safe. And then they just say, well, you know, the regulators are struggling because they've never seen anything like this before, and they're concerned about making mistakes. What they need is data. But if we just go through this article, aside from being touted as the transportation option of future for Las Vegas, the Loop also serves as an attraction in itself. Full build-out will include 104 stations, so that has increased, and 68 miles of tunnels. That's basically stayed the same. The company last month submitted building permit applications for extensions from Encore to a Wynn-owned land parcel across Las Vegas Boulevard, and from that parcel to Caesars Palace. The county records show the combined contract value of those tunnel extensions to be $600,000. I'm presuming that is the design work for those particular extensions, not the actual build costs, because I'd expect that to be probably well in excess of $20 million, but well, probably more like 30. But so I don't know where that's come from. I'm presuming that's the actual build cost. So let's visualize that. So that's going down Boulevard. So if you want to look for this particular route, go on Google Maps, put in Fashion Show Mall, Las Vegas Boulevard, and then look for directions down to Caesar's Palace. It's basically a straight line down Las Vegas Boulevard south. Stops at various places: Fashion Show, the Palazzo, Treasure Island, the Venetian Resort, Hard Rock Hotel, which I believe used to be the Mirage, the Link Hotel, and Caesar's Palace. That is where some work is going to start early next year, I believe. Again, this is all subject to change, but that looks like the next route. Now, it will not stop at Caesar's Palace. It will continue further down the strip, but they've not announced where that will be, so we won't speculate. We'll just assume that that's going to be the route. It terminates at Caesar's Palace, and then vehicles can turn around and then go back up to the West Wynn. Will West Wynn be connected into the conference centre? At this stage, I will assume yes, although it's not been mentioned, so we shouldn't really make assumptions, but you think that would be the obvious thing that would happen. Let's further the article. The plans are also in the works for a Tropicana loop that would extend from near UNLV, that's University, west up Tropicana Avenue, and connect to the MGM Grand T-Mobile Arena at Allegiant Stadium, blah, 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 blah. So, can we visualize that? Absolutely. I have that for you here. So this is quite a long route. There's not many stations on it. It's more of a kind of a east to west route that's connecting into other tunnels, but there are some stops on there. So the best way to kind of visualize the main part of this is to go again on Google Maps, put in New York, and then put in directions to 795 East Tropicana, Las Vegas, and that will give you the route. Yeah, that's the best I can do, guys. I know people keep emailing me and sending me messages on YouTube saying, I don't know where it is, I can't visualize it. Where is New York? I don't know where it is. I can't physically spell it out for you. You've got to go on Google Maps and have a look. But these are the points along the route, and we obviously have our route map, which you can see here, which is on the Boring Company website. So if you really want to understand where things are, go on the Boring Company website, go on Google Maps. I try to do my best, but I can't help everyone. Okay, so there we go. Permitting is in the process for multiple. Boring Co still needs to dig the second tunnel for Encore, which they will do eventually, with the offshoot currently operating in alternate one-way cycles, which is just bloody stupid, and we need to stop doing this. We need to launch 2 TBMs at the same time, maybe one first and then wait 3 weeks and then launch another one, and then it just, having this system where we've got the vehicles go in and there's a 5-minute pause, then vehicles go the other way and there's a 5-minute pause, it's just not efficient. And a lot of it is down to the hotels not wanting disruption. They don't want 3 months of disruption, so they want to split it into 2 months here and 2 months there, and it just not very efficient, and maybe the Boring Company should resist that. One of the more interesting things that I found in here, which was a surprise to me, was the boring fleet. Boring Company has 6 boring machines that are available to dig at any given time. Now, I wasn't aware that it was that many. I was thinking more 3 or 4. But it appears that some of the older machines they still have, and they're still keeping in the background, and they may use them again. However, we know those machines are limited to around 35, possibly in best case scenario 40 meters per day. The newer machines are much faster than that and can get up well beyond 75 meters per day, and we're hoping to hit 100 meters with the next generation of Proof-Rock machines, which will be Proof-Rock 5. But the fact that they've got 6 machines, that theoretically means that they can do 2, if you look at individual tunnels and then you add them together, that they could bore more than 200 meters in any given day, which is, very, very capable. And I'm not aware of any one company having the capability of dropping 6 Boring Company machines on one city at any time. Whether they have the actual staff to do 6 machines simultaneously is another question. I don't have that answer. If you do have the answer, drop it in the comments below. I don't believe they have the capability to do more than 3 machines at any one time in any one city. But hey, I could be wrong. And as I said before, I will play this article now so you can listen.
Could include Allegiant Stadium, downtown. The Boring Company is expected to ramp up its Vegas Loop expansion following the opening of multiple offshoots from the Las Vegas Convention Center to neighboring resorts. With tunnels open at Resorts World, Westgate, and Encore, new tunnels and stations around the resort corridor and downtown are likely to come online more quickly than the initial offshoots. According to Steve Hill, Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority President and CEO, the Vegas Loop began operating between the various exhibit halls at the Convention Center in 2021, followed by the Resorts World connection opening in June 2022, the Westgate station this past January, and the Encore station last month. The point-to-point system uses Tesla model vehicles to transport passengers between various stations. Regulations figured out, one of the main holdups in getting the latest stations open had to do with fire safety, Hill said. Boring Company, the LICFA and Clark County officials have worked to come up with the best path forward to allow for further expansion, while keeping safety top of mind, Hill indicated. It's new. It's taken a little time to figure out what the standard should be, Hill said during last week's LICFA Board of Directors meeting. We've gotten there. We're excited about that. We're ready to expand further, faster, than we have. The new Encore tunnel opened to passengers last month, with Hill calling it the system's best tunnel to date. The Boring Company is learning as they move along, and they've learned quickly, Hill said. But this is the best ride, the best experience, and it'll only get better from here. The ride between the Convention Center and Encore takes just under 1 minute, Hill noted. As you can see, it's a quick trip to Wynn, Encore, and all of the properties that are now connected and will be connected, he said. Bigger plans, aside from being touted as the transportation option of the future for Las Vegas, the loop also serves as an attraction in itself, Hill said. Full build-out will include 104 stations and 68 miles of tunnel. It's such a great attraction for shows that are looking at this building, Convention Center, and we're going to be connected to everybody in town, he said. It's a real difference maker. The company last month submitted building permit applications for tunnel extensions from Encore to a Wynn-owned land parcel across Las Vegas Boulevard and from that parcel to Caesars Palace. County records show the combined contract valuation of those tunnel extensions to be $600,000. Plans are also in the works for a Tropicana loop that would extend from near UNLV west up Tropicana Avenue and connect to the MGM Grand, T-Mobile Arena, Allegiant Stadium, Mandalay Bay, and the Athletics Ballpark, to be built at the site of the former Tropicana Hotel. Those are all in process, Hill said. We've got machines that are available to be put in the ground. I think we've reached a framework for how these projects are going to work and how they'll be permitted from a safety standpoint, as well as a building standpoint. It's taken some time to get to that because it's new, but we think we're there. Permitting is in the process for multiple downtown locations from the Convention Center's footprint. Those plans include going to the Strat, then to Fremont Street Experience, and over to Circus Garage Mahal, which Hill called an important link. There's a number of directions that the loop system is intended to go, and which one that gets ready first, I'm not really sure, Hill said. Encore Tunnel. Boring Company still needs to dig the second tunnel to Encore, with the offshoot currently
So, to kind of summarise, Boring Company's got a lot of plans for new tunnels. Those tunnels are going to radiate outwards from the Las Vegas Convention Center. There's kind of 3 points of attack, as it were. We have the link going to down to the airport, then we have the link going over to Caesars, and then we have the link going over to the Allegiant Stadium, and all those will be interlinked using the same vehicles. And at that point, when those lines open, this system will become self-sustaining in that it'll be able to generate a lot more revenue per day than it expends. And at that point, there could be a good argument for the Boring Company going public, I think. but I don't think they will push that until they have at least 30 to 40 miles of operational tunnel in Las Vegas. Because remember, people are paying $8 to $10 to $12 per ride. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video, everyone, and if you have any comments, put them in the section below, and please like the video, please subscribe if you've not already done so, and I hope you learned something, and yeah, I will see you on the next one. Take care, goodbye.
You've been very cooperative. I'll make a note of that in my report.
You would test a god?
You've got to take big chances in order for the potential for a big positive outcome.